Hello folks, my name's John Oakes. I'm here at Hankster's Hot Rods here in our Homer City, Pennsylvania showroom. And today, like we do several times a week, or at least we try to, we're going to go ahead and give you a walk around video of our newest addition to our inventory. Obviously, as you can see here sitting beside me, we've got a 1978 Chevrolet Corvette. Now this is your official pace car edition, the 25th anniversary model here for that Indianapolis 500. As you can see here, keep in mind as we walk around, pretty much everything you're seeing here on this car is going to be all of the original stuff that you see, things like the paint and so forth, all of the body, obviously, all of this stuff is original. Nothing's been changed. So again, the paint, not brand new paint. It does show a little bit of its age, but again, you can see in our walk around and also in our photos that we have listed, you can kind of see that there in all of that. So having said that, you see the typical two-tone paint that you would have on the pace car edition. The black on the top side, the silver underneath, separated by that red pinstripe that works its way all the way around the car from front to back. Obviously, we've got the factory original aluminum wheels here, 15-inch. It also has that red pinstripe just to carry that theme all the way around the car. And we have, again, a pretty new set of BF Goodrich radial TA tires. They still have the, the nipples there on the tires there. So again, those are 255/60 R15s on those tires on all four corners. Our car, again, factory hood. All of this, as we all know with the Corvettes here, all of your body work, all fiberglass. So you're never going to see any kind of rust on any of the body panels. Just won't happen. So everything here is in good shape, no cracks or anything like that. It does have the L82 badging on the hood. If we go down below that here to our front fender, you'll see we've got the cross flags emblems along with the limited edition decals there also for this car. Of course, as we get back to the door, that's where you see the biggest impact of that pace car edition now. Now you see the whole door decal there, the official pace car 62nd annual Indianapolis 500-mile race, and it has the date right below that. All of your panel fitment, again, very good on these cars here. Nice tight gaps on the front as well as the back as well. Of course, all your body lines all line up on this vehicle. You do have the dual color matched mirrors here on either side. The glass in those is in great shape. And I believe, as I look in here, yes, the driver's side is a remote adjust mirror there, so you can adjust that from inside the car. You don't have to worry about rolling windows down. As far as the glass on this car, the glass is all original, all OEM glass here. Your T-tops here are the mirrored T-tops for the car, and those are in great shape. I'm going to open up the door here in just a moment, but again, all of our seals, all of our weather strips, everything is in really good shape on the car. Everything seals up really well. You should not have any issues at all. So in opening up our door, obviously you can see that from for this particular model, it does have the correct interior in it too, the silver interior. It's kind of the the vinyl with the carpet, or the cloth I should say, inlays in the seats there. Again, Corvette, just a two-seater, so you don't have any back seats. The carpeting for its age is in really good shape. There's no rips or tears anywhere in the carpet that we can see. The actual dash, it's all the factory gauges in both the dash and up through the center. You'll see it does have that full-length automatic center console there. Again, with all the correct badging and so forth. It is power windows, power brakes, and it does have a tilt wheel in there as well. Again, all of your seals around the door, all of your weather stripping up along the top edge here, all of which, that's all in good shape. There's no cracks or tears in any of the weather stripping. So again, all of that should seal up really well. We'll close this up. And we're going to continue our walk around here. So again, in combination with having all of the door decals and so forth, you also have the quarter panel decal here that has Indianapolis Motor Speedway on it. The wings, the tire, all of that. That is all correct for the car. You are going to see it does have that rear spoiler on it. Again, these models did in fact have that back in '78. Your rear glass is in great shape. All of your trim and molding around that rear glass also in great shape, nice and straight. And this is actually done in the black to go along with the paint on the car. So that is in great shape. You can see rear defrost on your window back here. So again, any cold mornings, if you have any frost, that's going to help take care of all of that. Here on the tail panel of the car here, again, some of the things that we always point out are tail lights, the lenses and so forth. Those are all in good shape. No chips or cracks or anything like that. Again, you see that red pinstriping working its way all the way around. We've got the Corvette emblems back here, as well as, I believe this would have been the dealership that this car was originally purchased from. They decided throughout time to just leave that on there. That way it kind of gives it that distinct, you know, that, hey, this is exactly where we bought the car from. Rear bumpers in good shape. Again, these are going to be all your, not like a metal bumper, obviously. So again, you know, no cracks or anything like that. No stress cracks that you can see anywhere on that. Looks all really, really good around there. As we walk around the passenger side, again, you're just going to notice, you know, everything the same here, all the same decals, all the same emblems and badging. We'll take in the condition of the wheels all the way around the car. Those are in really good condition. Again, for a 1978, really can't ask for too much better on a car like this. As we look just from the passenger side of the vehicle, again, we just want to give you that all the way around, you know, walk around so you can see every inch of the car. Again, no rips or tears in the upholstery. Of course, the back section of the car, that's just your cargo area. Of course, your battery for the Corvettes, that's always housed right behind the driver's seat there. And as I said before, you know, all of our glass is in good condition. It's all original stuff. So yeah, that would be again, seals, weather stripping, everything like that, all in great shape. Again, all your matching decals, the matching emblems here on the front fenders, and the matching L82 badging up on the hood of the car. So we'll walk around now to the front end of the car. And again, typical 1978 front end here. Of course, with the Corvettes, you've got the flip up headlights there. Nothing different there. The front grille and bumper area, all factory again. On this particular car, you do have the ground effects there on the bottom of it, that lower like air dam or chin spoiler that some people will call it. And even, you know, the gaps and so forth around your headlight housings, around your hood, all of that is, they're all matched up really, really well on the car. As I walk back here, I'm going to go ahead and pull the hood release for it. That way we can go ahead and talk about the engine. And then, of course, as far as the rest of the driveline, as we always do, we're going to go underneath the car and we'll point out all of that stuff in our underside video. And we will obviously fire this engine up so you get to hear what it runs like. But for right now, let's go ahead and pull our hood release. Okay, that does work. Close this up and we'll go ahead and raise this up now for you. And then on these, you just kind of push that forward and let it sit back on the hinge. So again, it is hinged. Those are working properly. And again, that hood latch itself, or the hood hold up or prop, I should say, that is all functioning correct. As far as the engine goes, just to kind of fill you in as best as what I can about the car is, as I started off with, this is, as far as a 78 goes, it's a very low mileage car. Just a little over 7,100 miles as per the title, and that being actual as per the title. As far as the engine itself goes though, unfortunately it is not the original numbers matching motor. However, it is the factory warranty replacement engine. So back in the day, if you had a problem with the actual engine itself, that's what the factory would do. They would replace it with a warranty replacement. It was considered the original motor for the car, but you did not have the matching numbers on it. So we have checked all the numbers and everything, and that's what we've come up with there on that motor. Of course, you got the factory air cleaner and air ducting here as far as the air intake itself. It is a power brake car. It's disc brakes on all four corners. Power steering, obviously. It does have the factory air conditioning in it as well. You know, everything else that's on this car is pretty much going to be original to the way the car would have been. It's got the stock exhaust manifolds on it, and then it goes into a full dual exhaust back along the car. We'll show you all of that from the underside video itself. Automatic transmission. It's got your factory original rear end in the car also. And that's pretty much it. Factory radiator. It's got the finned aluminum valve covers, 4-barrel carburetor on it. Like I said, everything you see here is exactly the same as what it would have been as it come off the showroom floor back in probably, I'm going to guess, summer to fall of 78 maybe, possibly even before that if they came out kind of early like our cars do nowadays. So anyways, that's pretty much it. You still even have all the decaling underneath the hood as far as your emissions and so forth like that. So nothing, literally nothing has been changed on it other than from what I can see, maybe the alternator, because again, anything electrical like that, you can always have issues with that kind of stuff. Things can go bad at any given time, and unfortunately you gotta, you know, put some aftermarket parts on them from time to time. But everything other than that, pretty much all factory original. So with that said, what we're going to do now is we're going to go back, get this on our lift, show you the complete underside of the vehicle, and then we'll finally, like I said, fire this engine up, let you hear exactly what it sounds like. The motor purrs like a kitten, so no disappointments there. As I always kind of close the walk around section up with, I always tell you, you know, if there's anything, maybe not so much for this particular car, but maybe on another car you're looking at on our site, anything at all that you may want to add to a particular vehicle as far as accessories and so forth, definitely hit us up with a phone call, email, text message. Let us know what it is. We'll be more than happy to get you a quote on parts and labor to do that, get it installed for you on any car it is that you're wanting to purchase. Also, as we always tell everybody, keep in mind retail pricing when you see it on our website, that is going to include free enclosed shipping to anywhere within the 48 contiguous states of the United States of America. It's also going to include our Hanksters 3-month, 3,000-mile powertrain warranty as well. And something else that we always do too, always when you're purchasing a car, definitely, you know, if you can make it out to come view the car, I would definitely recommend that to anybody for any vehicle whatsoever, whether it's ours, whether it's somebody else's. If you're unable to do that, I'd say a couple other options you have is to possibly get somebody third party to come out and do that for you, or at the very least, reach out to us if there's something that you need to see on the car more in depth, more photos, more videos, whatever it may be. Call us up. We're more than happy. That's what we're here for. Get you whatever it is that you need to help you make your decision on your next classic car purchase. With that said, let's get her back on the lift, go underneath, and show you the underside. All right, folks, so here we are. We are underneath our 1978 Chevy Corvette here. This is the 25th anniversary edition here, and this is the Indianapolis 500 edition pace car model here. Now, underneath this car, I'm just going to go through this like we do all of our vehicles, showing you exactly what we have underneath here and kind of going over the condition of everything. So starting with the front, obviously, we're going to have all of your ground effects here that these Corvettes came factory with, all of which are in great condition. There's no cracks or anything in any of the fiberglass. It's going to have a stock OEM radiator in it too. Honestly, there's really nothing been touched underneath this car as far as any like upgrades or aftermarket stuff. It's going to be your factory OEM components. Things such as your control arms here, those are your stock stamped steel components. Now again, all of your bearings, bushings, ball joints, tie rod ends, all of that stuff has been going through here in our shop. Everything's been deemed all roadworthy. It's been all greased, maintained, everything all in good condition for you to take this car out, drive it, and enjoy it. As far as the shocks go, all the bolts, the hardware, the bushings on all of that, that's all in good shape too. Now this car does have power steering on it. It also has power brakes, disc brakes all the way around on this car, all four corners. And again, like I said, all OEM stuff. So again, when you look for parts, replacement parts, pads, rotors, stuff like that, you're going to be able to go to any of your auto parts stores locally and pick most of all of this stuff up there. As we come in, as far as your cross member goes here, which, you know, all of your suspension is all bolted to. Cross member's in great shape here, nice and straight. You know, it does have the curve to it, but that's the way it was designed. It does not look like it's ever been hit on anything. As we come back a little bit further here, we'll talk about the drive line. As far as the engine goes, this is not the original motor for the car. However, this is a factory warranty replacement engine. So, you know, most people do consider that the original, you know, motor for these cars, but it's just in the event, you know, back then, if there was anything wrong with them, they would do a factory replacement, and that is exactly what this is. Just to kind of come up here to the front, just to go over wheels and tires on this car. Now what we have here are the factory original OEM wheels here, aluminum wheels, as you can see, the Corvette wheels. These have the BF Goodrich radial TA tires on them. Again, the tread's in excellent shape. These, I believe, are all new tires too. And the size on these are 255/60 R15s on all four corners. So that takes care of your wheels and tires. Now behind our motor, we've got the Turbo 350 automatic transmission. So as I'm looking at both the engine and the transmission, our oil pan itself, as well as the trans pan all the way around it, including the drain plugs, are all dry, free from any leaks or drips. As you can see here, it does have the flywheel cover too. That's going to help protect everything as far as the flywheel goes from any dirt and debris coming up in there, possibly chipping a tooth off there. Again, you're going to be good and safe with that. All of your transmission lines all the way underneath here are all dry too, so no leaks or drips there. As you can see, the exhaust, I'm guessing this is going to be how the original exhaust ran on these cars. You've got your stock manifolds up top at the engine. Of course, your exhaust kind of wise into one down here, comes through. Then you've got your one main catalytic converter right here. And then it follows out into a dual tailpipe with dual mufflers back there. And we'll see that as we get a little closer to the rear of the car. As far as the floors in this car, well, again, You're not going to have any rust on a car like this, because again, all of this stuff on a Corvette is going to be fiberglass. As far as the frame goes itself, nice and straight frame on this particular vehicle. All of your brake lines, your fuel lines and such, all routed right along the frame rails there, all the way back, nice and neat on this car. You can see all of your cross members and so forth underneath here, all in super great shape here. So this would be your transmission one. Your actual mount for the transmission, the tail shaft, that's in great shape too. No issues there. The seal at the back of the transmission, your output shaft seal, that is nice and dry. Also, your drive shaft itself, balanced unit again on all of these cars, so that's going to help eliminate a lot of driveline vibrations and so forth that you might incur. As far as the rear suspension on the car goes, again, just all factory Corvette stuff here. So independent rear suspension to go along with that independent front. Of course, your springs and everything have all been checked out, all in great shape. Shocks, the bushings and mounting hardware, everything like that. Just all of your rods and linkages back here, all of which are in great shape. It does have the emergency brake on it as well. All of your lines, your cables and such, those are all routed, hooked up, and everything is all functional as far as your emergency brake goes. And things like your catalytic converter here and so forth, you do have your heat shields. Those are all intact too, so that's going to keep that heat from, you know, going up through the floors there on the car. Your telescoping axles, your universals and so forth, those have all been checked out. They do have grease fittings on them. Everything's been maintained on the car. Very good. As far as the wheels and tires on the back, same thing. We've already seen the tires and wheels from the front, but again, you can get a shot of those here too. Same wheel and tire combination back here on the rear of the car. And then to finish out, of course, like I said, you've got the dual tailpipes now coming out on either side here, dual mufflers, and of course the tailpipes, nice slash cut on the end of there, exiting right underneath that rear bumper there. Fuel tank on these cars, 24 gallon, I believe they are. And again, with these pace cars, there was only, I think, about 6,500 of them made, and this would be one of them. So again, you know, sort of kind of a rare car. They didn't have that many numbers in production. We've got one of them here, a pretty decent example of one. So with that said, we'll go ahead and lower this now on our lift, go underneath the hood, we'll fire up that 350 motor and let you hear what that engine along with this exhaust system all sound like.